Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about Limitless, episode number 15, Undercover. In this episode here, Brian Finch goes undercover. But this time, he gets a whole new partner. His partner's name is Lucy Church, and she has gone undercover to try to stop female trafficking. And she's being played by Christina Vidal. And she's been on this case for a long, long time, but her name has gotten out, and so they're trying to pull her back in. But they send Brian after her to pretty much help her on the case. On the case and to bring her back. But she decides she doesn't want to go back because her case is not finished yet. It's not solved, and she's not coming back until it gets solved. And Brian it was supposed to bring her back, but he gets sucked into it too because he likes the whole thing about being undercover because he thinks it's all fun to him. And the only thing he knows about being undercover is what he's seen in the movies. So the opportunity to go undercover, he's having a ball. And while that's going on, you have Agent Rebecca Harris. Well, today she meets Mr. Sands for the first time. Now, Mr. Sands wants to kill her, but because of Brian, he's taking a different approach. He thinks he can bribe her instead by offering her a job, which pays her a whole lot of money, and that way she has a job, she shuts up, and she'll stop investigating Eddie Moore. Now, even though Bradley Cooper's character, Senator Eddie Moore, is not on the show, his presence is always there. Because he's the reason why Brian's on NZT as it is. He's the reason why Brian can take NZT without dying. And every time you see Mr. Sands, he's pretty much his right-hand man. So even though you don't see Eddie Moore, his presence and his influence is always around. And so Rebecca Harris and Mr. Sands meet up and they pretty much discuss things. And that's what's pretty much going on in this episode here. Now, I like this episode a whole lot because it was, even though it still had its humor, because it's always humor part of the show, it wasn't as silly as this time. Because as the season has gone on, a lot of these episodes have got really, really wacky and really, really out there. I like the fact that they're trying things just to see what sticks and what don't stick. Some things work, some things don't. But I like the fact that they actually are trying to do something different. Because this is a show that's different than any show I've ever seen on TV. You always have somebody who's like a wacky investigator. It was Monk, and you had somebody like, sort of like a con artist like the Mentalist. But this show is like so all over the place because it has sci-fi elements too, comedic elements too. It could go to this like wacky fantasy world. It could go all over the place. But this time, even though it was humor there, it had a perfect balance between humor and drama, and I thought it was pretty interesting. And I like the chemistry between Brian Finch and Lucy. I think they made a good pairing, and it was fun to watch them. Which I thought was pretty interesting. I also even though it was a negative way, I like the chemistry between Rebecca and Mr. Sands. Because Mr. Sands realized that Rebecca is not a pushover and he cannot manipulate her the way he wanted to. It may not be good for Rebecca, but it shows him that she's a force to be reckoned with, and she is a whole lot smarter than the way he thought she was. And I like to see that. Overall, I did enjoy the show a whole lot. I had a whole lot of fun watching it. I highly recommend it. If you haven't been watching Limitless, I say check it out for yourself. Until take my word for it. Hopefully you will enjoy it just as much as I do. Well, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So give my channel a big ol' like, thumbs up, boom, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. So like I always say, in my dreams and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. A peace out, a peoples.